Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, what time is it now? Yes! And yes, this is the DW World Equity Time. And from now onwards, every Monday morning, 9 a.m., 10 minutes is all the time you need to spend with us. And we call this the OTOP series. And OTOP stands for One Target, One Purpose. From now on, every Monday morning, we are going to share with you one very important instrument. And that could be an FX market, it could be a commodity market, it could be a stock, and it could be an ETF that comes from any exchanges around the world. And what you're going to do is, number one, like us. Number two, share with your friends and the loved one. And most importantly, subscribe to us. All right. And from there, every Monday, just log on to us, watch us, and catch us, and build your way to the happiness. OTOP is right here waiting for you. Stay tuned, and I will be right back. Hi, welcome back to the OTOP 16 for the week 23rd November year 2020. And in this episode number 16 of OTOP, we are going to share with you one very simple instrument, which is an FX market that is most likely to, rise this week. Well, first of all, let's take a look at the news over the weekend before the 23rd November Monday. All right, and we all know that the G20 countries were holding a summit. But if you look at this news, okay, let's look here. And Trump attends his final G20 summit but does not participate in pandemic preparedness session. So what does that mean? Well, we all know that if US is talking about stimulus, and if they're going to roll out a stimulus in the market to fight the coronavirus setback or economic slowdown, and most likely we're going to see a US dollar devaluation or the dollar value drop in the near future. But on the other hand, like Trump, in this case, he's not talking anything about fighting the coronavirus or talking about issuing any new stimulus package. Most likely this week we are going to see dollar index recovering. And another very important news, which is last week, well, the Secretary of Treasury in US, that is Steve Mnuchin, has been very ambiguous and mentioned about pulling out the plug and stopping the stimulus to help all the Americans in US in their stimulus package. Although he denied on Friday and saying that that's not what he meant, but we all foresee that dollar may have a small recovery, all right, sometime this week, which is moving over the end of November to early December. In any case, if we are looking at dollar devaluing, which all of us have been talking about for many months and expecting dollar to fall, we find that the most likely time for this to happen is going to be sometime after the new president comes in and handover in mid-January. So the new stimulus package is going to roll out in probably February or March, and that will cause a dollar to melt down. But right just on this week, 23rd November year 2020, and this is how we are looking at the US dollar index chart as a look here. All right, it is trading at a 94.39 closing price on Friday, and if you look closely, there have been quite good support in the region of 92 levels here. All right, so now if you look at this technically, it's either they break down or there is a recovery or moving up. But if you ask me technically, as I mentioned, if you look at all the fundamental news on last week, what Mnuchin has spoken and on how Trump behaved, we feel that most likely the dollar is going to strengthen with no stimulus mentioned or going to be talked about, all right, to be rolled over the year end. So most likely we're going to see dollar recover on this week, okay, from this current 92.4 and perhaps going back above 93 for a while. So based on just dollar recovery and moving up, what are we going to expect? And the most direct FX market that we are going to talk about on the dollar recovery, okay, of course, if we are talking about, on the other hand, euro currency is likely to weaken. But if we are staying on a long position, I think you should be looking at a dollar-yen FX, okay, which is the US dollar versus the Japanese yen. Okay, so earlier we were talking about the dollar recovery. Now if we look at the dollar-yen chart, okay, this is a day chart. Okay, it's a day chart if we look at this. So actually, what do you really feel about this? Okay, momentum is near to zero, and well, it's pretty neutral, and it could be moving back up into positive zone. But as you look at this, this is a channel down. Okay, we have the top channel here and the bottom channel here. Okay, so well, of course, we are looking on the mid-trend market to be coming down, but high chance for this week there could be a recovery in the dollar index, especially when all these supports are actually holding well here in the region of, well, 103.50 region. So we are looking at a possibility of dollar yen bouncing up this week, and if it happens to move in the right trend as we predict, most likely we are seeing that the market is going to move back up to 105, okay, which is somewhere around here, okay, or even higher to 105.5. So at what kind of circumstances you are looking at controlling your stop or removing your long position? Okay, that's when the dollar yen trend breaks down below, well, 103 point maybe 20 or 0.30 in this bottom here, okay, which is around here. Let's put it 103.30. all right, so which is pretty near to where the market was closed on Friday. So if dollar yen breaks below 103.30, yes, you could be looking at the market going down. But in any case, on this strong support region, we are expecting dollar yen to be recovering on this week. So for all the FX traders, I think there's a good short-term position if you can manage your risk on a very small scale in exchange for a potential up move on the market for perhaps anywhere about 150 to 200 pips for this week. So this is the OTOP Series 16 for the week 23rd November. A very simple FX market on dollar yen just based on the dollar index potential recovery. And what time is it now? And this is a DW World Equity Time. And thank you very much for staying with us. Continue to like us and of course subscribe to us. We shall see you again next week in the OTOP Series 17, and we will come back. Stay tuned with us. Bye bye.